Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today we are going to look at 4 things spotted in Arsenal training as the Gunners prepare for Premier League action against Manchester City. The first thing spotted in the Arsenal training session was that Reiss Nelson fully involved. The most immediate standout from the video is the full integration of Reiss Nelson into the training exercise. The winger has been absent from the squad since the December friendly match against Juventus, where he injured his hamstring only days before the return of domestic football after the World Cup. In the 5vs5 exercise shown in the clip, Nelson was the most advanced player on his side, closing down the likes of Rob Holding and Jakub Kiwior trying to win the ball up the pitch high. Mikel Arteta demands intense pressure from his forward as Nelson fights to convince the club he's deserving a new deal. The second thing spotted in the Arsenal training session was Gabriel Martinelli's starting place hint. The 5vs5 exercise featured players on the fringes of the action for Arsenal. Interestingly, Leandro Trossard was included in this exercise with the players not typically in the starting 11. This could be a significant hint that indeed Gabriel Martinelli will continue his role on the left wing for the game against Manchester City. Many had suggested that Trossard was deserving of a starting spot after his goal against Brentford and bright display against the champions in the FA Cup defeat earlier this year. However, Arteta has been very loyal to his chosen team and looks set to continue this thread. The third thing spotted in the Arsenal training session was that Arsenal are keeping things quiet. Arsenal are certainly keeping things very quiet ahead of what is of course a hugely important game. These inside training videos are often much longer and feature drills with the usual suspects from the starting 11, but this time the club has opted for a very standoff approach with this week's. In short, we cannot blame them for that. Better for the techniques and training drills used this week will be kept behind closed doors to give the Gunners title rivals as little as possible before the match. The final thing spotted in the Arsenal training session was the exciting Fabio Vieira and Bukayo Saka partnership. William Saliba floats a pass into the Fabio Vieira's path, being closely marked by Takahiro Tomiyasu. Instead of taking a touch, Arsenal's number 21 decided to duck underneath the ball, which in turn takes the Japan international completely out of the scenario, and the ball then runs kindly for Bukayo Saka, who shrugs off a challenge to find the bottom corner. Whether the move can be replicated on the pitch at some point before the end of the season remains to be seen. But with Vieira and Saka on the same wavelength in training, it can certainly set up an exciting prospect of the pair linking up to great effect when on the field together. Do you know the Arsenal news on Lautaro Martinez? You will enjoy this video on your screen too.